Stream will be starting soon. Be sure to enjoy yourself. Push out.
Welcome all Shusha-maxing individuals to a Fumo Friday stream. I'm not back to streaming yet, I haven't finished the game. I don't think I will finish the game anytime soon. So, who knows, streams might be like not as frequent. We'll see. Anyway, we got a different angle of Fumo live cam tonight. We got Oku with the two snails. Hello Myon, hello Yaki. I don't know about, I was trying to get the Fumo cam to like set up, and I was like, I couldn't really see Oku behind the snails how it normally be. Hello Firefly. But what's it called? I don't know, it sounds strange. I haven't streamed for a week, I'm a different person now. I went on a character arc, and the character arc was I'm more racist now. You know those things where like people be like, oh, I gotta take it, like whenever they come under heat of drama or something, they go, oh, I gotta take a break. AK, I just gotta wait for everyone to forget about the drama. Nah, the drama stays. I can't believe it. What the snail did to Kush? Naughty. Nah, just kidding. I can't believe some Fumo ate the plant though, but then we got to see that it actually grew a flower, so that was pretty cool. But Fumo cam today might be a bit disorientating, just because how it, I don't know, we're looking at it from a bird's eye view, because you got a bird in it. That was not actually meant to be the case, but that's a happy accident. That's actually, hey, hold on, that's so peak. I need to make that in like a Fumo video, be like everything is filmed with tiny burrito. To be fair, I don't actually, I thought it was a gun, so it's a control rod. That's pretty epic. Oh, the thing has moved. I must have bumped it. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain what today's stream is. Today we're gonna we fought long and hard for how many hours was it? Or it doesn't say. We fought long and hard for I think it was like around 70 hours playing all them FromSoft games, except for Demon Souls and Bloodborne, because one of them both aren't on PC. Shocker. And I've never played Demon Souls, but apparently it's not even that hard of a game, because it's like the first one. I imagine it's kind of like, you know, not that hard. But we're not going to rank any of those ones, because I haven't like fought them at all. So we'll just like whatever, like, you know, whatever all this stuff is. There's something called a Storm King. I've seen what Storm King looks like, and I think the aura that boss has is like, yo, that boss looks hype. But like we're doing some Bugu tier list, but first we gotta actually make you a tier list. So this one we'll just put never played. That way we can just get rid of all these ones real quick. Doki ya doki doki dun dun and in the chan Leechmonger, what a character. I don't know. I will say, out of all these things, Old King whatever looks the coolest. And this looks like, what is that? Just a whole Planax. That looks kind of cool. Armored Spider. Some of these names are dumb. We got the Armor Spider, the old hero. We got a dragon that's blue, and then there's the red dragon. Me and Tower Knight. Me making, actually the boss names don't get much better until we get to like here, so so anyway, this will be like beyond peak, like absolute peak. Aura farming. Eat will be like worse, terrible. Wish delete from the game. Garbage / stinky. Actually, yeah, garbage or like trash boss. Which a lot of them are gonna go into here, by the way. If we, you know, remember of our beautiful thing before. And then we do, we'll put mid like here, and like boring or something. Boring mid, I don't know, mid, and then we'll do like a trash boss, and we'll do like has like one good quality. Like one it might secret I don't know, low sigma. Alright, so low sigma, and then we got mid, and we got we got mid, we got pretty high, well, and we got mid, and we got good. Actually, pretty good. And then underneath that, at a row below, we got hype. And an aura refinement and beyond peak. That seems like a pretty good tier list. Options, low sigma. We might I need to go to the toilet real quick. I should have done that when Fumo cam thing. You guys wait here. Type in comments if you want to add any tier lists. Alright, be right back. Add Boogu tier list. Oh, Boogu tier list. Oh, that's pretty good. I reckon we put Boogu tier list above. Is Boogu good or bad? That's the thing. I always like don't put the Boogu on me. Is always like a negative thing. I don't know. So this will be Boogu tier list. None of them made me salty though, because if I was salty, the snails wouldn't be here, and the snails were there the entire time. Boogu tier. So Boogu tier is like between low sigma, but then I don't know. You know what? Pretty good Boogu. Is Boogu good or bad? I like Boogu, but then it's like, yo, get Boogooed, and it's like, oh no, I got Goobooed, I got Goobooed and Boogooed, and it's like, I've never been like, yo, it's so hype. Let me drink my water. Nah, such a good water. Splendid. Alright, yeah, I reckon Boogu tier list should be between pretty good and hype, because it's like, it's pretty Boogu, it ain't hype, but like, it's better than pretty good, it's pretty Boogu tier. Alright, when delete from the game, trash and boss, low sigma, and then we need to have like one that's like, add below, because mid is like, that. I will change mid to all, right, because mid sounds pretty like offensive, and then this will be like boring. Low sigma is like what, and then boring is like, yo, I fell asleep during it. At least I got alrighty. Now it is time. We got a bunch to do, and then you know, and then that's that. Look at Elden Ring having a bajillion bosses compared to everyone. Truly a Sigma game. We have a space at the bottom there because that's some ad about meet the people committing meet the people helping you with anxiety and depression. What is this? No, actually, maybe some people need that ad. Anyway, we got the Asylum Demon, the first boss that I think we fought in the entire thing, in the entire like series. We were like, whoa. Also, we'll rank ones that like we'll rank the Bloodborne ones and whatnot, even if we didn't fight them, including probably some bosses I missed because I got that Skibbity Fumo in my brain, and I forgot to do the DLC. Hey, but you know what can I? Hey, Skibbity DLC, Skibbity and then also tomorrow no stream probably, and the day after no stream, and I think we'll be back to regular the regular program. I think it's Halo I be playing, and it's like, ooh, Sigma. Yeah, this person has spent $500 on 100 line. That's crazy. Alrighty, this game. Alright, so Asylum Demon is pretty boring. Like it's just I mean it's a first boss, so I guess it can't be flashy. But I don't mean like, you know, Undex Gundia's a first boss, and he's actually pretty fun, pretty hype. This one is just fly up, smash. It's pretty boring. Tara's Demon. I forgot what. Oh, this one's. Oh, all right. This one, you know, you got the. All right, so I gotta view it objectively through the lens of the game, because if I view all these through like the best game they've made, it's like, yeah, a lot of Dark Souls 1 bosses don't hold a candle to the rest of the series, because a lot of them are like pretty mid. However, through the power of Sigma Brain, we'll view it through their own game series, how they fare, I guess, I don't know. But this one it's a pretty cool bridge. You got there's some like little things you can do, like, you know, you go up the ladder, you shoot those little archers. I wish there was a way to edit in like footage of the bosses while I talk about them. Like, yeah, if this was a YouTube video, you could do that, but this is Boogu Live. So everyone, go into your mind and just imagine the bridge and the skeletons and go, ooh, I see now. And then you would see that it's an alright, it's an okay boss. It does its 2 attacks, but it does the 2 attacks well. And you can sometimes get quirky with it by making it jump off the bridge. That's kind of cool. And it's, you know, it's a good second boss. You don't really struggle on it, even if you're doing like a soul level Boogu. It's just a nice little, it's a fun little encounter to teach the player, like, to, you know, go up the ladder before they fight the boss and all that. Because like when you get in and you're like, oh, I'm getting ganked by skeletons, what is this? But then you realize you can go up there, and then you can also use that ledge to do a plunging attack, and then you can rinse and repeat that as well. There you go. It's a good teaching game, I think that's a very good teaching boss. And next we got the Bell Gargoyles. Now, we died a lot to these for some reason. I still don't know why. We just did. But it's actually a pretty well made fight, due to how, like, you know, it's perfectly balanced. Wait, maybe we should have perfectly balanced as a... Nah, pretty good. Perfectly balanced, like, I don't know. Some of these are pretty perfectly balanced. I reckon this one is pretty good. It's pretty fun. They do a bit more attacks. You can get the weapon from their tail, which is, ooh, that's pretty exciting. Like, they got the little tail. That's pretty hype. You get the tail weapon, and you know what's inside that tail weapon? I don't know. I've never used the Boogu axe, but it might be pretty hype. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. It's like a gank fight, but it comes in with half health, and the arena is big enough to where you can spread aggro. It teaches the player about gank fights, which I think is pretty epic. And now we have the Moonlit Butterfly, which is like, it's not low Sigma or trash boss because it's not like offensively painful, and like it's a good 3 runes, but it's very boring. It is just sit and wait simulator. But sometimes, you know, it could be worse. It could be something else in here. But wait, I haven't done some of these. I don't think I did the, I think there's some Sekiro bosses I've missed just because of, how skibbity the game is sometimes. But yeah, I never, Moonlit Butterfly is pretty boring, but it's like, you know, at least it's not hard, is the thing. It's an easy fight, at least. Alright, Gabrity. Now, this is where we get into, like, this could either be, like, you know, the actual boss itself, alright, it does a few attacks, it does a spin around, easy to dodge. But the boss arena being, like, super narrow, and then just chucking 2 random dogs in it, that makes it pretty bad. But is it, like, bad to where it's trash? Like, wow, that was garbage, I don't want to fight that again. Or is it more like it's just not very Sigma? Because it must just be me, but on my playthrough, I think we tried it, so it wasn't, you know, it didn't, if I died a lot to it, maybe my opinion would be skewed a little bit, because, you know, I'm not, actually, you know, we're not biased here, we're based here. No biased, only baseness. But yeah, it was a bit skibbity, but I reckon it's just low Sigma, because it's like, I guess the only difficulty is the fact that its boss room sucks, as well as the 2 dogs in there. But like in general, it's pretty chill Fumo, pretty nice, pretty relaxing time, and it's not so offensive in which you have to fight it for 10 hours either. And it's early, and if it was later in the playthrough and had like big HP, then it'd be pretty annoying. You'll find a lot of these bosses are going and boring, by the way. Because next up is Gaping Dragon, and yeah, this boss is pretty boring, and it's like, it has like only that one attack where it like walks forward, which is like annoying, where it's like, oh cool, I was attacking its leg and then I got flipped over to the 5th dimension, and it did all my HP because it decided to go on a stroll. Like, its stroll attacks are stronger than the thing. The reason Tara's Demon is above it, because this encounter at least is quick. For some reason, Gaping Dragon feels like it goes on for way too long. And it's like, you're just fighting basically like a mound of flesh that sometimes attacks. It's pretty boring. Whenever I do a Dark Souls 1 playthrough, I'm like, oh great, we gotta fight, you know, the Gaping Dragon. What a boring waste of time, basically. Lightning up my axe or whatever and just give it swings, because it's not particularly hard or anything. All its attacks are just like slow and whatnot. It's just its walk attack is the only damage I've ever taken from it, from what I remember. Even when it like snaps down, it's like pretty slow. But yeah, it's just got too much HP. I reckon if it maybe was like 3/4 health, it could go up to alright. But it's got a bit too much HP. It overstays its welcome. You can get a weapon from its tail though, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it is just, it's kind of a long fight, that one. Kind of stays forever. Chaos Witch, Quailag. Oh, this one's, alright, this one, we got another alright one. This one's pretty cool, because I like the sound of when they're like swinging the sword around twice, and the animation of that is very cool. That being said, it's just alright. They just throw out fire, sometimes do a leg walk. I think the only annoying bit is when they chuck out like the lava pool, and you can't get near like a certain area because of that. For some reason, I just remembered the rune farm I did in that game. What a video game! I think even over leveled fighting Quailag was like, it was actually pretty not as Sigma as I would want it to be. It was kinda whatever. But yeah, definitely a boss of all time. The Quailag. It's great though, because like you get your they drop a cool weapon as well. The weapon's pretty fire. Pinwheel. Alright, now finally we're on to like aura farming. Pinwheel is so peak. Every time, like, he has a cutscene. Some of these have cutscenes, some of these don't. This one has a cutscene for no reason. It's like, oh, the dragon climbed out of the sewer. Bro can't even fly. What part of being a dragon? Moonlight butterfly flies. Meanwhile, Pinwheel, every time you see him, he's gone in 2 hits, and it's like, oh. so peak, because like he does his whole cutscene thing. It's like, whoa, there's Pinwheel. Oh, there he is. Oh, what epic fight are we coming? And then it's like he dies, but he leaves behind a mask, and it's like, do you get a good mask or a bad mask? You gotta find out through the mask powers. But it's like, oh, it's so Sigma. Oh, Pinwheel is probably like a very cool design. Very weird. I don't know what the story is. There's definitely something happening. There's an intrigue when you fight it, and they also give you like the ability to deal extra farming with levels, so that's pretty nice. And then yeah, they give you a bunch of levels as well. You can also fight them early on, and it might even be harder. And maybe that's what you're meant to do. Like maybe that's why the HP dies in 2 hits. But like, hey, Pinwheel, you know, always a heart react. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Pinwheel. No one goes into Dark Souls 1 and goes, man, I hate Pinwheel. Pinwheel's so stinky. But it's actually like, you know, I heart react whenever I see Pinwheel. It's like, yo, that's V Pinwheel, my brother, my slime, my homie. Alrighty, the ad's still not going away. Well, yeah, they're trying to help me, I guess. Iron Golem. Now, if it was the Iron Giant, that would be a reference to a movie I don't think I've seen. This one, like, it's alright because you get to swing at the legs and, like, it can fall off, I think. Can it fall off the edge? Any big FromSoft headerunos out there, will they be able to let me know if the Bugu guy can fall off or not? I don't think I've ever gotten him to fall off, but like it'd be pretty hype when I do. But I reckon maybe he might be pretty cool if that happens. But you swing at the legs, he falls down, gets back up. It's not boring though, because if you stand still, he will hit you. These other ones I just don't like this one's HP. See, this one doesn't stay around for long as well. Like the encounter's over pretty quick once you get to it. Getting to Iron Golem is the hard part of the boss. The actual boss itself is simple, but it's like a fun time of just swing at the legs, watch it fall over and whatnot. It's a pretty good time. I enjoy my time with Iron Golem, but it's just an alright time. Alright, so this one's pretty cool in that like you can even choose to. I'm just leaving it there for now. Maybe Bugu tier as well, but it's pretty cool. You can choose just not to fight it. I don't think we even got to it because I forgot how you get to the painted world of whatever. I thought that was in one of the other games, to be honest. Turns out it was not. But it's pretty cool, and they go invisible and stuff, but you see their feet on the ground. And they have like a snake thing, I think. I'm not sure. They got like a cool scythe. Maybe that's what I meant when I was thinking of S words. Instead of scythe, I said snake. But yeah, and they do swings and stuff. They're pretty cool, and they're like one of the few bosses that talk to the player beforehand. So they're actually pretty hype. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty hype boss. It's over pretty quick, but like, hey, they go invisible and stuff. It's pretty cool. Ornstein and Smo, probably like the only like good boss of Dark Souls 1 base game, like objectively, and me not just being like a meme. But actually, so Pinwheel is beyond peak, but it's pretty hype. It's not hard by the way. Ornstein and Smo. I don't think any base Dark Souls 1 boss is hard. I did die 100 times, but I didn't feel like any of it was, challenging. It was more like, oh, I'm just so underleveled. And then when I went and farmed for like an hour, launching those people off the bridge or cliff or whatever, that was when it was like, oh, we're in peak. So yeah, and it's a nice fight. It's only annoying when Ornstein doesn't decide to what's it called? He decides to hang back. It happens sometimes, and you just gotta wait. And then second phase, Smo, you just pull up shield and then whack. But hey, what more can you want? It's a good cutscene. This one's laugh is kind of scary. It goes whoa, 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 whoa. But it's actually like pretty easy. I wonder what the story behind him just chilling in that area is though. Like, why does everyone want to kill you in this game? I don't know. Darkshot and Gwendolyn. This one is I'm gonna put it in Bugu tier list just because it's such a strange boss. You just dodge, you just run down a corridor and then attack them, rinse and repeat. Like, that sounds pretty mid or boring. But then they've just got the whole added thing of that you gotta kill the sun or something before they spawn in. I think it's you gotta attack Gwen or something, and then they spawn in, and also they look so cool. And you get a cool crown mask from them, I think, when you beat them. I don't know, they just got so much swag, and I like the spells they cast. So I think it's a cool fight. It's pretty cool. It's pretty simple, but it's cool and weird, and how to get it is quite strange. Alright, Stray Demon is basically a silent demon. So, but like, I think it just has more HP or something. I'm not too sure. Great White Wolf Sith. Alright, this is pretty cool. It's a big doggo, and it puts the sword in its mouth. But like, I don't really care for actually it's just alright. It's actually like Iron Golem for me. Like, yeah, big dog. And I'm sure in the lore there's something in it that makes, like, you know, prepare to cry and whatnot. And you know me, I am prepared. Every day I wake up, I prepare to prepare to cry edition. I woke up this morning without oats. But like, prepare to cry edition. I woke up without oats. But yeah, we got but yeah, it's but I don't know the story of Dark Souls 1, so I do not care. And they have that annoying spin attack, but it's pretty simple because they only do like 2 attacks, and it just, like, you think they're fast, but then you attack them and it's like, oh wait, I can still dodge when they spin. It's a very simple, boring, just like you know, doesn't take too long, but it's just alright. It's whatever. Four Kings is another yeah, it's just like, well, I'm doing this off my playthrough. They kind of don't really do much because I killed them too quickly. Call me Sigma, call me based. But yeah, they just kind of like die after like a few, like, I think I've only seen them do like 2 attacks, and it's like the one where it grabs you, pick you up and explode, and that one-shots you. So that's like the one attack I've seen. But for the most part, they're pretty simple. It's just a DPS check. And if your DPS is high, which it usually is when I come to Four Kings, it's a walk in the park. If you have, maybe my boss ranking on like how these guys are is probably, because we take in the looks as well. You can barely see what they look like. They just look like a bunch of cloth strung together. When they die, I didn't even realize they had a face, but then you get a face animation when they die. I guess the boss arena being like, it's also very disorientating of an arena actually. You don't really know where you're running until you see, like, you know, the boss spawn, and it's like, oh, okay, that's where the flat surface is. It's kind of disorientating, I don't like it. But yeah, there's a boss where I'm like, oh joy. Alright, Ceaseless Discharge. This boss is, alright, firstly, this is just like Asylum Demon, Stray Demon. I can't believe they copy and pasted this, but it's red. Ooh, and does an explosion. For some reason, I think this one is easier than this one sometimes. Alright, Ceaseless Discharge. This one is, I mean, I kind of don't like it. It's kind of boring, kind of a sleeper. But I do kind of like the cool thing you can do is what you can make it like fall off the edge real quick. Like, I like that glitch. So because of that glitch, it goes up to alright. It's a pretty cool glitch, and it lets you skip an otherwise boring boss. But other than that, it's not hard or anything. It's just boring, and that's, you know, that's the worst thing you can do in my books. Be a boring boss fight, be a boring Bugu. I saw a video of like Koosh doing a meme thing. I gotta find that sometime, put it in a video. Centipede Demon. Alright, I hate this boss. Alright, so this is like, alright, we got our first trash boss. So number 1, you can barely see in the arena. It's got the blinding arena. Might as well just put like a massive sun in there. Oh, Oku got excited after hearing sun. Might as well just put like, you know, render, you know, make it so you have to fight the boss blind with how bright the room is. And then you got like a small little island where you can like survive on, and it's like, oh great, well it's just doing attacks, and it's just doing like, I think it does like 3 attacks. It does like the one where it wraps you up, and then the other 2 like slammy ones. It's just kind of boring. You can skip it if you get enough thing in some Covenant, which is, you know, pretty good, because Centipede Demon's pretty boring, and you know, I'd rather skip it than fight it, to be honest. But yeah, it is a boss fight of all time. Once you kill it, you get a ring that reduces lava damage, which is kind of weird, because that would be really great for the actual boss fight. Might actually have made the boss more endurable, unless you get the ring inside the arena. I always thought it was killing the boss, but I could be wrong. If it's from inside the arena, it might go up a position or not, but from what I remember, I'm pretty sure you gotta kill the boss. But yeah, pretty mid, pretty boring. Better Chaos. Alright, another Beyond Peak. There is some, you know, you get to play the video game equivalent of Mario and FromSoft. Oh, count me in. It's so peak. You get to kill it in one shot. You just punch it, and it's like, whoa, it's so memorable. It's got a very cool design. It's got chaos in the name and bed. It's like, yo, better chaos. It's like, yo, they have chaotic sleep, but it still has the power of sleep there. And sleep is always nice to be reminded that like sleep is good. And I like to know how it feels to be sleepy sometimes. And you know, better chaos enables that, and that's why it's beyond peak. And actually, no, it's probably aura farm, because it's got pretty hype aura, but not as much as like Pinwheel. Because it's like, you see this, people be like, man, what a terrible boss. But it's actually very easy, and there's so many like situations in which you can like do it without even have to do the parkour. But it's got so much, it's just so hype. When you look at it, it's like, ooh. Alright, see if the scale is, this boss be alright, I guess. We're gonna have a lot of alright bosses. There's not really much to say other than, I guess, the only cool thing is its invincibility thing in the background. Its run back should be deleted from the game. Probably one of the worst run backs. Actually, not one of the worst, but like, oh, I hate the run back so much. So boogoo, such a boogoo run back. But like, yeah, it's, you know, the actual boss itself, it kind of just dies before it does anything. It makes the ground, it has curse, which is annoying. But other than that, you should be pretty boogoo. Should be fine, Fumo. Gravelord Nito. Alright, so I used to hate this boss. I used to think it was like the worst boss ever, because you go in and you don't get your HP, and then it just yells from across the room and goes, Gah! And you get knocked up in the air, and it's like, cool, Buku died. But I think this is just based on, this is just Dark Souls 1 not really having very cool build options in terms of damage. Like Dark Souls 2 has the lightning rapier, which makes you beat everything in 2 shots. This one has, you know, the gacha weapon. But I just think it's like, and then it just Miranda's around, does like 2 attacks, and then when you think you're fine, it yells and summons a thing underneath you. And I think the big problem is that there's like a bunch of skeletons in the boss arena. Remove the skeletons, and I think it would be an alright boss. But because of the boring skeletons inside it, it is pretty low Sigma. Not very Sigma, Gravelord Nito. Every time I play Dark Souls 1, I'm like, I do him last, because I think he's pretty boring. Alright, Gwen Lordison. This is a pretty cool, actually, dare I say pretty hype. Actually, maybe an aura farming, because it's just like, actually no, pretty hype. Because it goes bing, bing, bong. I like the theme song, the vibe. He has such a vibe. It's like, when you get there, you're hyped. You're hyped to do some parrying. He's not particularly difficult or anything, but he is very cool, and I like, he has a very cool sword and all that. But it just goes pretty hard with the music and everything. I think it's a very nice design of a boss and all that. Very cool. Very good final boss, I reckon. Probably like has a much better final boss than Dark Souls 2. But in Dark Souls 2 has like a much better journey. And also Dark Souls 2 DLC blows Dark Souls 1 DLC out of water. Alright, Sanctuary Guardian. This boss is pretty mid. It's like I feel about it the same way I feel like Thief Scaleless, and I forget, like, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it jumps around. It's not boring or anything because you actually have to do stuff when fighting it. You know, you got to use your brain, but it's just like, it's not a fun fight. There isn't really much fun. Everything in Pretty Good and Up has a fun element to it. There's not. I don't remember Sanctuary Guy being that fun. You're here, Boo Jim Fumo. For a minute, I was gonna be like, oh, you know, the one day I streamed, there's no Jim Fumo. He's been asking for stream all day. I wonder what be happening up there. Pretty skitty Sigma. I like the Toho MMDs where it's just Koichi dancing and some like character reacting to them like, yo, on Skibbity. Anyway, Night Artorias, because today is Boogoot. Today is great because I stream. What a lovely day. Night Artorias is probably going to be the actual Beyond Peak. Pinwheel is the joke. Night Artorias is so Sigma. I like he looks cool, has a cool weapon, his story is pretty hype. It's the first day I don't manage to sleep back after waking up. No, you had a bad snail dream. The snails, you gotta sleep with your snail on your head for good snail dreams. Snail feet provideth. But yeah, Night Artorias goes hard. It's the only reason I'd ever play Dark Souls 1 is to fight him. He's just pretty cool. Other than that though, the entire game's pretty boring. It's a pretty Oh, you brought some salads. Ooh, I go vote tomorrow. I'm voting for Kush as our next president. Boogoo president. Dragon Calamite. Dragon Calamite is pretty boogoo. Like, it is a very well designed, very good fight. I just don't like dragon fights. I think dragon fights are boring, and Calamite's probably like the only like alright dragon fight, just because it actually stays mainly on the ground. Like, it can fly up, and I guess maybe I've just always had good RNG, but it don't fly up that much, which is Buku present exactly. But it doesn't fly up that much. But that being said, it's not hype or anything, and like, you have to go on a dumb quest to kill it, and I'd rather it, like, you know, to just, you know, no quest. Alright, Manus Fire of the Abyss. It's all pretty good. I was gonna put it in alright, but like, it is a bit too quick at some points. But like, you can just hold up a shield and attack, and then, you know, it can't really do much against Havel Great Shield. Shockingly, it's not that hard. It is apparently the hardest boss of the game, which I guess because it just deals a lot of damage, but its actual attacks themselves aren't that hard, except for maybe like that one where it does the big nuke. I think getting to it's more annoying, but it's not really that like fun of a fight either. But you kill it and then it's like, yo. But yeah, it's not really that fun. I remember whenever I fight it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of boring. It's not too hard, but it's just boring. Alright, Last Giant. This is like, you know, we're gonna get a lot of snooze fests in this one. There's a lot of snooze fests in Dark Souls 2. The Last Giant being one of them. Let me just find the other giant as well. Giant Lord. They're basically in the same thing. They're just boring. They play the exact same way, except one of them has a sword, and that extra reach is gonna do nothing for it since you're at its legs anyway. But they're both just like, you know, swing at legs, rinse and repeat, dance around. They're pretty sleeper fights. It's not a good start. But that being said, the Pursuer on the other hand is a great second boss. Very cool. You can parry it and then shoot it with the crossbow. I've never done that, but apparently you can. I like its attacks. It shows up so many times in the game. It's like, yo, that's my boy, that's the Pursuer. But the Pursuer's pretty cool. I like it. It's always a fun fight. It's not hard, but it's fun. It's got a big fun factor in it. It feels nice to dodge if you have adaptability. If you don't have adaptability, you get buku'd. But overall, fun time. I actually really enjoy old Dragon Slayer as well. People will probably say it's like it's whatever. Old Dragon Slayer, but it's like it is just the Ornstein part of Ornstein and Smo, but like that's great because Smo's like the worst part about that fight. When you just get to fight the old Dragon Slayer, it's like yo, me and him get Buku. Yeah, it's Fumo Friday. We're Fumoing up today. You Gubu, thank you Gubu. We're Shushmaxing. But yeah, old Dragon Slayer is pretty cool. It's like, and they also do that one attack where like it goes black or something. It's like a black like slam in remembrance of Smo. So it's kind of cool in that regards as well. But overall, just a very chill, nice fight, nice design, and whatnot. Dragon Rider, right? Dragon Rider is actually we're probably having a lot of alright bosses. I mean, it did kill us. I mean, I had fun just running around its back and stabbing it. I think it's pretty cool. You can get it to fall off the boss arena. That sounds pretty funny. But I think, what's it called? The whole arena and everything, it has some ideas, that's for sure. There's some, I reckon, if they could, they would have made it where you had to pull the levers to give you like access to the boss, like to pull up a bridge inside the arena. I reckon they would have done that if they could, and then like you got to figure out. But yeah, pretty cool. Has a nice arena design, is alright, and it's not too hard. It's just a guy with a shield, but like it doesn't overstay its welcome. It goes away pretty quick. It's a lot more fun to fight than anything underneath it, that's for sure. Flexile Sendry. I actually enjoyed this fight. I don't know why whenever I fought it, the water actually gets to like my knees. Like that's what happened when we did our playthrough, right? We was like up to our knees. I was like, bruh, I remember the water being this like quick. But I wasn't really like that hype, but like I still like cooked. But it is like, I do enjoy the Flexile Sentry, and it like has the two attacks. You get to choose what one you go for, long or short. I always go for the short range because you get more punishments in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty nice. And the arena, this game has so many unique ideas. Ruined Sentinel. This is another one that I think is pretty good. I like when they like jump up and it's like a gank fight, but if you have game knowledge, it's not really because you can kill all of them. You can fight them basically one-on-one as long as you have a high enough damage, which should be pretty easy for Dark Souls 2, and you don't panic. Like you go up, like it can be a bad fight, but like I've never fought it in a situation where it's been bad because I watched videos about these games before I played them. Dare I say I spoiled myself. And in the video he always said, "Oh, wait on this path here." Like I watched some boss ranking thing from easiest to hardest. That's just so I could see all the bosses and know which, like, if I'm dying to something, whether or not I'm bad or if it's hard. But yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like Ruined Sentinels. Belfry, alright, so this is like, they turned a alright boss and made it trash from what I remember. It's just like, well, you gotta fight 6 of them. It's pretty boring. We didn't do it on it's optional. That's probably like its only good thing about it is it's optional. But besides that, it's kind of bruh. Listen, I enjoyed this one as well. It is another of just like a guy that you can jump around. Not very hard. Don't really have to do much, but hey, he's pretty good. Look at the W on Dark Souls 2 having more bosses and like higher things than everyone. Oh, hello Mexican Fumo. Do you like today's Fumo cam? We got Oku and Double Snail. Behind me is Chen with that pineapple. Chen was going to be in Fumo cam with Oku tonight, but because we're doing Fromsoftathon memory and all that, I put the 2 snails who were there through thick and thin. Well, through thin truly and thick truly. They were there through all. So that's why we got Double Snail, and then we got Oki there as well. You received the mouse plushie? What mouse plushie? Alright. Can you show Chen? You've never seen them before here. Alright, I'll show Chen. Wait, does that mean you haven't been keeping up with the YouTube videos? Or are you just talking about on live Fumo cam? Look, there's Chen. Very sweet. It's got a little ring in its ear. Oh, Chen, naughty. You knocked the camera slightly. I think that did much, though. Alright, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, sweet Chen. Very good Fumo. There's a Chen video coming out today as well, so, you know, get your Chen on. Tonight's video has Chen, Booney, and Oku, and no one else. So I wonder what adventure those three particular are going on. Executioner's Chariot. This one's boring. Alright, yep. Not as boring as some of the other ones in here, but it's more like just... Oh, she said... Yo, Chen, you're so catty. She got that meow. I kind of wish they gave her like a face where it's like she's a bit mischievous instead of I've been here in months here on stream, but like the Fumo videos, the daily Fumo videos. Chen hasn't been on live Fumo cam for that much, but they've been in some Fumo videos. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about Fumo videos. The snails were same size. One of them is slightly smaller than the other. I'll let you try and guess which one's which in that regards. But there's always a secret third snail in the society. You think there are only 2 snails, but then, shocker, there's a secret third one waiting for you. Mouth reveal in Discord. Alright, Skeleton Lords. I think I enjoyed that one just because... Yeah, I haven't watched videos lately. I can't believe it. Sad Fumo. Oh, that's a fat mouse with cheese. Alright, that's actually pretty cool. And it's not in a bag. How could you? Alright, snail is the smallest. Alright, hold on, let me check. So you think this one? Yeah, it is by like slightly. The camera makes it look so much smaller, but I'm sure she's original. I know the original one's bigger. The original one is huge. It's just camera angles. That is that's Space Snail on that's right. Wait, what were you Execution's Chariot? Boring? Yep, alright, cool. Skeleton Lords, it's just fighting a bunch of skeletons. But the good thing is that they die quick, so it's not that painful. Cover as a demon. This one is like, I guess it's boring, but it's not offensive because it dies so quickly that it's like, yo, it's kind of like Pinwheel, and that like it's got such a cool design. It's so peak. And Snail's been eating heaps of ice cream. Trust me, these snails are extremely well fed. From Makeshift Company, came with a transport bag. Yeah, I'm just saying, you gotta free your Fumos, Jim Fumo. They yearn for fresh air and not bag air. At least put some holes in the bag so they can breathe. Mirror Bane Queen. This one, wait, okay, so we're not gonna put Covered as a Demon in Beyond Peak. Actually, you know, we will leave him there. It is so peak, he dies so quickly for us. It's such a heart react. Actually, but then he'll take away from Pinwheel's glory, so we'll put him in. He's alright, because he dies. You don't have to worry about him, it's great. This one is also, I actually enjoy this one, it's pretty good. They chuck the head, they dash, and then you attack him a bunch. I like that thing. Oil Rat Vanguard is just fighting a bunch of rats. It's boring, sucks. Sorry, alright, Verotan is like, probably like the middest boss in the entire series. It is just like he spins around, swings his axe, especially for like a late-ish game boss in that game. Is he late game-ish? He should be like the final dude you do out of all the options you have. Either that one or the spider is like the final one. But like, yeah, you do it and it's like, oh, that's it's in like the worst area in the game, the Gulch. And it's like, yep, but he's pretty easy boring. Scorpion. This one is like, where is this one is actually no. This one is kind of like this one, except you can't attack it as much because it has the big tails going everywhere. If you're dodging them tails though, you're doing pretty well, but I don't, it's alright. It kind of has the same vibe as this one. In fact, they seem very similar, so there might be some story thing in this one, but this one has like some dash attacks, which are cool. Royal Rat Authority, Low Sigma. It's just big rat, but it has 3 small rats in there that give you toxicity. I could be getting this one confused with Royal Rat Vanguard. Actually, I'm gonna look up Royal Rat Vanguard. I don't want to make the mistake. I could be making a mistake here. Royal Rat Vanguard, Dark Souls 2. Wait, I got these bosses. Wait, oh wait, yeah. So actually, no. My Royal Rat Vanguard is the Mohawk rat, and then this one is like the dumb rat with toxicity for some reason. For some reason, that rat is specifically very toxic, very bad rat. Prowling Magus in the Congregation. This boss fight is boring, but like it's over quick, so that's fine. It's, you know, it's whatever. Duke the Affray. I kind of like this one, and that like the bit like, so I hate the fact you have to kill all of the spiders, and the run to it. Actually, the run back brings it down. The run back for Duke the Affray is pretty bad, but the actual boss itself, when you get rid of all its like spiders and whatnot, is pretty fun. It does some leggy steps. It tries to get a bit pinchy with it. It's a big spooky spider, but when it does it, I like its laser attack because you can just punish the other head for like so much damage, and that's pretty cool. That's a good boss. All right, Smell Demon is probably like the it's pretty like. The run to Smell Demon sucks, but the actual boss is pretty cool. And I fought this thing for so many times, the blue version, to where I like, you know, I remember that when I did the Firekeeper mod or whatnot for Dark Souls, Seeker of Fire, how long it took me on like Smelter Demon. That I don't know why it took me forever. It just did. But then when like I finished it, I was like, I'm free, and you know, I got to play Peak. And that was pretty cinema, being able to not have to do that again. But yeah, it was definitely a boss. It's actually pretty fun, pretty Bugu. So yeah, Bugu tier. Would you guys go in Bugu tier? I don't know. Old Iron King now. This boss is so low sigma. It is just a wait around, but with the added bonus that the arena is pretty bad as well, and you get knocked back. And it's like, oh, back into the Bugu hole, because for some reason, this one specific area, and nowhere else is it damaged, by the way, not on the wall or anything, just that one little hole. There's just a big hole in that one specific spot. Doesn't make much sense that someone could damage that without even gently touching the wall. But the reason why that is because they broke the wall. You could just jump through, and then it's like, voila, don't even have to fight him. But yeah, it's you know, it doesn't make much sense why that hole is there, other than just to kill you. It's a real boss fight. Alright, whereas we got Twin Dragon Riders is like, where do we put Dragon Rider? Where is Dragon? Alright, yeah. Basically the same thing. In fact, it's probably even easier, because one of them has like no HP, and they both die in like a couple hits anyway. It's pretty. It's a very nothing boss. Alright, Looking Glass Knight. This might be the best. Actually, no, it's got big aura. It's the best non-DLC boss for Dark Souls 2. Has probably the best. Actually, beyond Peak, has probably. I think the only thing that lets it down at aura farming is that its attacks are a little basic sometimes. Like, if it had, like, a more complicated moveset, or even epica, and, like, it can summon the NPC, that's pretty cool. But the actual design, and the whole way the boss goes and everything, that really like, goes, oh. I look at that and I go, whew, I'm Fumo. Alright, Demon Song. This one is very, this one's a sleeper, that's for sure. One that I don't really want to talk about, because it's like, yeah, what is it? It's just Frog, but, like, not even cool. So, you know, it's so boring, even Kryno wouldn't freeze that Frog. It's just like a, snooze fest. Vels, I'm like, which one is this? Actually, I remember this one. I actually think's pretty fun. Like, yeah, you probably have fought a bunch of enemies like it by that point, but I just like its, bonk sound and the sound of the bell, and that it's like you feel pretty good killing it because it's like a late game boss, and it's like, whoa, I used a bunch of skill just then. That was so epic. Guardian Dragon is pretty cool. It's an alright one. I don't think it's pretty good just because it flew up a lot. If it flies for the majority of the boss, it can be a pretty miserable time. When it's on the ground, it's pretty good. So that's why we're putting it in like a 50-50, put it in half and putting it in alright instead. It really depends on the RNG on what that boss will be like. Its flying is annoying though. Ancient Dragon, this is very boring. Actually, even low Sigma, because its run back is pretty garbage. Probably and it's very boring as well. It's just a big dragon. Probably half its HP. Its attacks are all slow, but then it does a dragon breath that one shots you if your vigor isn't the size of the moon. That's pretty epic. If it doesn't do its dragon breath, it's it just meanders around. So it has a one-shot ability, and it has so much HP, and you're just there hitting away at it because it's not really doing much, and then it brings out it all of a sudden, and you're burnt to a crisp. Truly a boss of all time. Now, Dark Lurker is I missed some bosses when I did my playthrough. Dark Lurker is pretty cool. I like it when it summons two of them. To get to it is annoying, but it is kind of worth the boss experience. I kind of wish you didn't have to do the final lighting of the torch each time you went to fight it. And instead, when you asked to fight the Dark Lurker, it's so expensive to keep trying to fight it, but it'd be so peak if you could just retry the boss at fighting the boss instead of doing all the extra stuff. It's that's the only annoying part, but the actual boss fight itself is pretty cool, and it's nice spells, got good tells, and does a cool spin. Vendrick is boring, and you have to kill a bunch of giants, get a bunch of giant souls to give him a proper HP bar. When I first fought him many years ago, I didn't even have any giant souls, and I still killed him. It was just 20 minutes of just hacking his leg because I think he did only 1 or 2 moves. And they're both incredibly slow, but it was a bit annoying because it was a one-hit kill situation. It was just a boring fight. Pretty lame, even when you have all the stuff. I actually enjoy this one quite a bit. It's pretty boogoo, because it's you think, oh man, 2 duo boss fight. Oh, this is so lame. But one of them's kind of fat, so they don't run around as much, and then one is agile. So there is ways, and you have such a big arena, so you don't need pillars to separate aggro and whatnot. It's actually a pretty good gank fight. I don't know why people think it's not. I guess they don't know the art of running back, waiting for them to separate and then going in. Truly skibbity. Now this one is boring. I mean, I'm glad that when we did it, it died quick, but any boss that can inflict a curse is automatically boring or below. Aldea, Scholar of the Foot. Oh, this one was I'd argue even worse. Probably the worst final boss in any game. It's so it's worse than boring, because it's he just doesn't do much. But it's you should expect a cool fun fight for your final boss. And sadly, the only good final boss out of the 3 is Throne Watcher and Throne Defender. After that, you're it's a downhill from there. Gank Squad, I think this is. Gank Squad is alright. It's alright. This one is the same as, this is what is it? Elena, I think it is. It's just a better version of, where is it? Of Nashrandar. Yeah, she's just a better version of Nashrandar. We already ranked so many. Yeah, what can I say? We started like an hour early. Do not worry though, we got so much to go. But it's just a better version of that one. Sin Slumbering Dragon. It's probably like the best this is a better dragon fight than Calamite. So, but like it's not better to where it's in hype. It's just better than Calamite. So they might be both moved down to pretty good now that I think about it. But yeah, it's only annoying when they fly up, but when they don't fly up, it's pretty. YouTube scam. Yeah, YouTube boo-gooed you. Don't get boo-gooed by YouTube. YouTube is naughty. But yeah, definitely heart react on the what's it called, that character, the Sin Slumbering Dragon, and also the run up to it is so short and quick. You don't have to do nothing. You just run to it and you fight him. And even when he does do his fire breath, it doesn't like one shot, so it's like fair. You can heal after it. It's pretty cool. Smelter Demon Blue is just like Smelter Demon, but it's a blue. The run back is pretty garbage. The run back is probably one of the worst, but you know what? You know, it's basically Smelter Demon but blue, and I think it looks cooler because I like blue more than whatever this color is. It's the funky version, the funky. So yeah. Now, Sir alone is the best, the best Dark Souls 2 boss in the game, but it's not beyond peak because it ain't no Pinwheel and it ain't no Nidatorius. But unfortunately, notice how like Dark Souls 2 has so many more like higher quality bosses, and it's like whoa. Meanwhile, like they also have like a bunch in like boring and low sigma and trash, but a lot of the like low sigma and trash bosses are ones you can skip, I think. Oh yeah, you can skip a lot of the mid ones. Meanwhile, like the other one you kind of can't. Alright, Fume Knight. This is also pretty cool. So yeah, we got like, those are like the big Dark Souls 2, like, actually, hold on, Fume Knight. We'll talk about Fume Knight and we'll talk about Burnt Ivory King. These are like the 3 sigmas of the Dark Souls 2. Burnt Ivory King is such a cool arena. It's so swag, so has so much aura, dare I say, and it's like you got a whole mini game before him, which I kind of don't like, but then you fight him and it's like oh ho ho, and he buffs his weapon, it makes that cool noise. Fume Knight, also known as Fumo Knight sometimes, is just like a nice like good swing of like aggression and whatnot. All his tells are pretty good, very well designed. Sir alone is like swag. Is like the anime boss fight of the game. He's very cool. He's quick, but he's not actually like too quick for the game. And he's like got all these attacks, and he's just like, he looks cool, and he's like just samurai guy, epic. I think his run back is annoying though. Arya, the King's Pets, and like, alright. So this one sucks because it's like, yeah, to get to it is like garbage, and then it's just fighting a reskin boss, bruh. And then the reskin, and then the boss it's a reskin of is just like alright, and it's invisible. I think that's the only cool mechanic, is that it goes invisible and it encourages you to explore. But like, it's more like a gimmick than anything that's actually like, ooh, there's probably some lore reason. But it's like, big beast fights in itself are pretty boring. Alright, we're on the Bloodborne. We never played this game, but I've played it before, so I'll do a boo-goo thingy on it anyway. So Cleric Beast is an alright first boss. It makes a great loud noise, goes you find it just randomly as well. Well, not randomly, but it's not like you don't have to fight it, but it's pretty fun when you do. It's like, it's alright. Now Father Gascoigne is probably like the second best boss in the base game, and you fight him second up, and it's like, and it tricks you into thinking that the boss quality for this game is peak, but then it takes you forever to actually reach peak. So that's his probably only bad thing, is that he tricks the player into thinking he's playing a good game. Now I'm joking, but the bosses in Bloodborne are pretty whatever. Like Blood-Starved Beast, is just like another alright, just like it just flails around, it yells, it screams, it's kind of fast, it's annoying, it's whatever. Witches of Amlik, this is just boring. They waddle around a bit. They summon in Freddy Fazbear and Slenderman, and it's pretty spooky. You know, oh, he's gonna jump scare you. But the actual witches themselves are just like hiding away. They're like in the jump scare mode, but they're not gonna jump scare you, and they don't even actually deal any damage themselves. They just summon in a thing, which is kind of lame. If you're gonna be a boss, you gotta attack me yourself. Don't be bringing in your Boo-Goo minion. But, you know, they die quick, so it's fine. Vicar Amelia, it's a big beast. Actually, a lot of this game has big beast fights, and they're all going to be pretty mid. Like, people think this fight is pretty cool. I don't really know why. I killed it pretty quickly, but it was just kind of whatever. Dark Beast, is this the lightning one? Let me just see. I think it's the lightning one. If it's not the lightning one, I'm sure. I don't actually know what some of these are, if I'm being honest. Dark Pearl Beast, I'm pretty sure you're the lightning one. And the lightning one is, again, mid. It's a beast fight. Shadows of Yharnam. I used to think this was like the worst fight in the game until I realized that it's actually just like low Sigma. Like, you gotta like... It's so ganky. It's like Dark Souls 2 wishes it had the gank capabilities of Shadows of Yharnam, and then you kill them like low, and then they get like, and then everyone buffs anyway. It's like, oh, you gotta somehow do it to where you can like basically kill them all at once on its final phase, or else it's like pain. It's quite unsigma of a boss. And then Spirus Yorm. Oh, I hated Vom so much. It's so boring. It's just dumb big potato spider, and it's just killing a bunch of small spiders around it until it decides to attack, and when it does, it like two-shots to one-shots you, and like there's just meteors flying out. It's like it's like a worse version of Elden Beast, and then there's like spiders all around Elden Beast. That just sounds horrible, and it sure is. One Reborn is more, it's kind of just, again, it's mid, but it's like they're better mid than all the other ones, because you gotta go around, you gotta attack the things, but again, it's just like another lame big enemy beast that you don't really get a parry or feel cool attacking. You just kind of DPS into it, walk back a little bit, rinse and repeat, kill the witches above. This one is cool because you can shoot it in its head. But other than that, it's another like beast fight. But it's got a cool design. I like that Jala design at least. Mata Logarius. I don't know who this is. I need to look up some of these bosses. I don't remember this guy. I can't believe I haven't fought some of the bosses in this game. Unless it's like legacy dungeon stuff. Mata Logarius. You found Barker Gaming. I can't believe it. Wait, no, this is the vampire. Oh, the vampire guy is cool. I thought he had a different name. No, vampire guy is actually, this is like Boo-Goo at least. Maybe even hype, because he has like the swords that come down. The Barker was gaming. I found actually I found a landfill thing you can use that's green. It's pretty nice. But yeah, Barker, my Barker games. My Barker's a great TFT player, as all good Fumos should be. Yeah, this one's cool. It's got vampire powers, shoots blood everywhere. The run back sucks, but like it's got so much aura. It's pretty hype, but like it's not an aura farming, because I think its run back is pretty. I mean, this run back is pretty atrocious as well. But I don't know. This one, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Alright, Celestial Emissary. This is, I think this one was boring. It's just fight big alien, kind of. It's the same as, where is Living Failures? Where are you? There you are, Living Failures. You guys go in here where you belong. Boring, our boss. Daughter of the Cosmos. I think this is the big fat thing in that one area. It's another beast fight, but it's like this one in a way, but like not as cool. Put it in the one Reborn. It's I think it's what people think the base game's hardest boss is, but it's like whatever. Mikolash is like just boring. It's a fun little video game, mini game you get to play. But yeah, look at the boss quality of Bloodborne's pretty bad. This is Dark Souls 2's got some bangers over Bloodborne, that's for sure. I actually like Mergo Wet Nurse. I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty fun time. They like do their little slashy, and it's got a short run. And it's not too hard. It makes you feel cool when you fight it because it's like, well, I took out this boss that looked like it was pretty hard, but it actually isn't. It has the great illusion to making you think it's difficult, but it's not really. And our Gurman, the first hunter, is like beyond. Actually, no, he's aura farming. There's something better than him in this game. Maybe we should save Beyond Peak for just like one, like our favorite boss in each of the series. I reckon we'll do it like that. So we'll put Sirlon and we'll put Pinwheel down in aura farm. Actually. Alright, now that's a good tier list right there. So yeah, Beyond Peak will be reserved for like the best boss of each. Alright, we'll not meme too hard. Yeah, truly cinema. Moon Presence again, whereas the mid area of all the beast bosses, they all played kind of similar, and you just hack and slash, and it's like we fall asleep. Abhorrent Beast, I don't even remember doing, so I gotta look it up to see what it looks like on a bigger screen. Where even is this boss? Oh, Chalice Dungeon. I don't remember doing you. When do we get into DLC? I remember this one, Under Giant. Merciless Watch. Actually, I remember you guys. You guys are boring. I've done all the Chalice dungeons. I just can't. I think this is just like the souped up version of the Lightning one, so it's whatever. Same with this one. They're all just like kind of like. Where's the giant boss? There's a giant fight in this one. Yeah, Under Giant. They're all Under Giant's pretty boring. All the Chalice dungeon bosses, except for Yana Prince. She was pretty cool. I actually liked her boss. It was like interesting to see them actually fight with their scythe. They basically attacked like this one, but you have to do a boring Chalice dungeon for him, so it's like whatever. The rest of the Chalice dungeons are like, yep, they're pretty forgettable, pretty mid, except for that Fire Dog, which Watchdog Laws of Fitting, I delete from the game. One-shotting me was not cool. Keeper of the Lords, pretty mid. So yeah, from what I remember, they were all pretty garbage, except for I think this one was also pretty cool. I could be wrong on what it was, but yeah, Chalice dungeon bosses shouldn't really count anyway. But yeah, they're pretty mid over Chalice. I don't remember fighting a Chalice dungeon and being like epic, except for this one when you have to fight and it one-shots you every time. That was horrible. I don't even know why they thought AEST design moment. Alright, now we're on to the actual. This is probably the only thing people remember of the game, and that's Ludwig Holy Blade. Such a great soundtrack. I think actually every boss in here, we'll put all the boss except for First Visca. That's another trash boss. Not as bad as Delete from the game, but that is horrid. But yeah, so we got the DLC is where the peak is. These two, this is probably Orphan of Kos is probably my hardest. Is probably like still a super hard boss to me. I really don't like it. Ludwig, the Holy Blade is so cool. I like his theme song. I think I've used it in some Fumo videos, and it's got and it pulls out his moonlight and he goes, "Ah, oh, moonlight, boo goo light." And then Lady Maria is like the best. Like, that's why you would play. That's why I replay Bloodborne, is to fight them every time, because it's such a nice, satisfying fight when you parry them, and you get your parries off to like flinging blood around, and they needed to have more human fights in Bloodborne. It's such a missed opportunity that they only have 3 of the entire list of like human parryable fights that like fight you as like a hunter. They needed more hunter fights. That's why Bloodborne isn't actually that good. People just like the setting of it, and then they trick the brain into thinking all of it's good. But it's like, no, just the setting's cool, and it's like, you know. But that also means you like British people. Ugh. So, ugh, stinky. Alright, now we're on to the best game ever made. Index Gundia is a pretty good first boss. It's very fun. You know, you're coming in and you're like, hold on, we're about to have a fun time. And you do have a fun time, and then it's like, it's over, it's not too hard, not too easy. It's a great introduction, and especially when it's everyone, I think most people's first FromSoft game that I know was Dark Souls 3, so it's like, you know, it's a great boss to be like, hey, this ain't your grandpa's video game. We're gaming. We're about to do videos and games, basically. You're like full on gaming so hard. It's pretty Sigma. Alright. Boreal Valley. This one is pretty, it's pretty good. It's a fun time. I don't get, it's not boring when I come across him. It's actually pretty fun. He does his like dashes. I couldn't do it blindfolded, but I could do it. I reckon I could do it like, probably not like, I could probably do it fists, so just take a while, and I don't think I have like the patience for it. But like, it's very like easy but fun fight. Alright, Curse Rotted Greatwood is like boring. I hate this. It's like every time I play the game, I'm like, oh, I'll leave this one for like much later. Because you can, and that's just only saving grace. It is just like go around, whack some things, boom, pop, bamboozle, GG. It is whatever. Crystal Sage is like annoying to fight, but it's like alright. It's not pretty good. It's not like a great time, but it is like, it's like, oh, there's Crystal Sage. Alright, Deacons of the Deep is boring. It's only interesting when Deacons of the Deep is in a, what's it called? It's in a challenge run. If you're not doing a challenge run, then it's like, you know, just a bunch of enemies in a room. What more can you say? But it's like not offensively painful. Abyss Watchers is some hype. When you first do Abyss Watchers, you're like, what are these guys? What Abyss Watchers? That's so edgy. They're watching the abyss. That's so deep and metal. And then you fight them, and it's like, it's like, this is pretty good. And then the second one comes, you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this. And then the third one comes, and you're like, oh, there's a third snail. But then that third snail helps fight the other ones, and then you realize, hold on, not all snails are bad, and that's pretty cool. Abyss Watchers, everyone. Hi, Lord Wolney. Alright, this one is also boring. You gotta wait for him to put his hand down to whack him. I hate those ones. I reckon you should be able to, and like, it's mainly he also keeps his like RNG. He could just keep his hand back the entire time. Well, not the entire time, but like for most of it. And that just sucks. I hate when he keeps his hands away from me trying to whack him. It's pretty boo-goo. Makes Old Demon King. This guy is he's not boring. He's alright. He dies quick enough to where he's not offensive, and he's just kind of chill, I guess. He's just kind of old, you know, old man. Now, Pontus Sullivan is like beyond peak. Every time I play this game, it's like, oh, we're in for a good time, boys. Cinema has arrived. When he lights those things and then does the perfect parry, you're like, oh, cinema. And he goes, my name is Pontus Sullivan. When I was a thing, I was killed by a yellow man. No. I like Heart React Pontiff. Probably like he has so cool weapons as well, and he has like a one-shot ability, but it's well telegraphed where it's like, yeah, you can have that. Now Aldridge, on the other hand, low Sigma. They teleport around. They spray little small things. They're more like just a nuisance than anything. They're not hard. It's just annoying. It's like trying to fight someone. They keep spitting at you. It's like, yucky. Yorm the Giant. This is a boring gimmick fight. I guess I don't really like giant fights at all. Giant fights are pretty garbage, but like it's pretty it's actually it goes into alright, because I guess it is pretty hype when you bring the storm, bring her down its head. But other than that, it's like, yeah, whatever. Dance of the Boreal Valley. Now this is Aura. Like, this is such a fun fight. You dance with it. You go doom 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 doom, and it's like, it is basically like you waltz with the boss, and that's why it's called the dancer. You have a nice dance with the boss, and it's fun times. Or Osiris, trash boss. My least favorite Dark Souls 3 boss, and it's not even close. Every time I play the game, I dread having to come to him, because then you don't get to do other cool bosses. But like, now Champion Gundia is Index Gundia, but like cooler. He's like more like swiggity swag. Actually, he's probably in the hype. He's got like more like hype. He's so cool. He does like that little like movement where he like shoulders you and then punches you with his weapon. It's like, whew. Now that's that's pretty boo goo. Dragon Slayer armor, I think is very cool, and like when it comes into the arena, like the dragon that flies up, and I like that. I like its little fake out stagger where it's like whoa, whoa, and then like crashes down its weapon. I think the only annoying thing is that you can get it hit by like the dragons on the side, and you can't really see them, so it does make that pretty annoying. But other than that, you know, he's pretty cool, pretty simple, pretty lovely. Loveric princes, they're very fun. I like how they speak and they go, "You can stay here too if you'd like," and they teleport around. It's just the sound design of it. They clash. It's like, whoa, at its peak. Of course, only one can be. Ancient Dragon Wyvern is it's alright, I guess. You just walk through Dragon Lane, slab its head. But it's like, oh, Nameless King's pretty fun as well. See, look, actually, we'll quickly put all the. Actually, no, we won't. There's so many I didn't realize. Nameless King is also pretty hype. I enjoy like the fighting the Lord of Storm at the start. Yeah, is whatever. But then when you fight Nameless King, it's just like, you know, it's a battle of attrition, and like you swing and attack. When he charges up his thing, you just gotta go full buku on him and stagger him. If you don't do that, like, I used to heal during that, but I realize now you just go full ham and he loses his buff. It's pretty cool. He's got so many, like, he's fair as well, right? Because like you can stagger him while he's buffing. He can't just get a free buff out. You can only get a free buff if you're like far away and you're healing. So it feels pretty balanced. Solar Cinder is I think it's an alright final boss. I wish the final, like, it was like you fight Loverick, which is a lot more better of a boss than the Solar Cinder. But Solar Cinder is alright. It's got that like pling pling plong plong. It's like, you know, it's like Gwen. It has the same vibes as Gwen, Lord of Cinder, to be honest. Pretty cool. Champion Wolf and Grave Tender is pretty mid. I don't like the wolf fight. It's annoying that you have to do like a gank with him. The Champion Defender is just like an NPC fight. It's not really like an actual boss fight, so it's like This is Defrida. This is another like aura farming. I reckon second phase is a bit weak. It is just like DPS check, hit the old man. But phase 1 and phase 3 are so cool and fun that they make up for the sleep fest that is the second phase. I wish they removed the second phase and made it like a cutscene instead, and then just gave the final phase and the first phase more HP, and then that way you got like a mixture of boo and goo. Solar Cinder. He got that block in him. Life is roadblocks. Demon Prince, I don't like these. Where's all the blood? They have the same energy as these ones. Big boss running thing. I remember it took us a little bit fighting them. They're not particularly hard. They're more like just annoying big creatures in it. Spirit of the Church. Now this boss like is genuinely like so low sig. It's no Osiris Consumed King, because you can do it quite simply. But NPC invasion boss fights and whatnot, it's just, you know, oh, that's a low sigma. Medea, wait, where is he? And there he is. He's pretty good. Like, I won't deny he's a pretty... Life is short. Sorry. Shortmas is happening in May sometime. That's pretty exciting. I think it's the 16th. Dark Eater Mid-Year is like probably like a pretty good dragon fight they've made. Not the best though, that goes to Elden Ring. But like it is just a dragon fight, and dragon fights kinda suck. Wait, did I put the other thing about? No, where's Calamite? Yeah, basically same energy. Dark Eater Mid-Year, he also got so much HP. And you gotta like actually hit his head to deal damage. It's like, yeah, whatever. Breeze Fire flies up. But he looks cool. Alright, Slave Knight Gale is like pretty cinema. I always beat him in like my first try, so I've never really gotten to learn his moves. I kind of just like out heal and out DPS him when I get to him usually. But yeah, he goes pretty hard. I like his whole like attacks. His attacks are all like very fair. It's such a well designed boss. Like I'm surprised that the team behind Slave Knight Gale couldn't really cook as well in Elden Ring until like DLC. But the actual like you know, Slave Knight Gale is such a great fight. You know, that's why, you know, kind of want to play Dark Souls 3 again just to fight Slave Knight Gale. It's so peak. Not as peak as Pontiff, but like still peak. Alright, now on to Sekiro. Oh, hold on. We're actually... Oh, we just got Sekiro, and Elden Ring is like massive. I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick though. I'll be right back, okay, Boogies. I'm drinking a lot of water because my throat's not used to yapping as much anymore. You take a little break and then suddenly you lose the ability of yap. But like, we'll be back, Fumo. I just need to go to the toilet again. I am back. Back from hydration. That's Julio's toilet, never mind. How come some of these have like numbers above them? I guess you fight them more. I don't actually remember. Wait, who is Shikirgi of the Red Guard? Okay, I know this guy. This guy was the horse one. Horse one was pretty cool. He's pretty good fight. I enjoy the horse. He goes Sekiro or something. He yells. He's like, ah, he's spinning his thing. It's pretty cool. Lady Butterfly. I think most Sekiro bosses, I think the lowest they can go is pretty good. Just because the combat system, actually no, some of them are pretty bad. Just because the combat system is like so fun, you know. There's not much to say about these two because it's like they died pretty quickly. It's just like block and dodge. Or have you not reached there yet? Nah, I haven't reached there yet. They're down here. There are some bosses here though I don't remember fighting, so it's like, oop, get boogooed. Janichiro is like this is when the game becomes like hype. He starts like this is when the game teaches you how to like play it, and he like does his like ting 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 ting, has the lightning, and you jump and attack and you catch the lightning, and it's like ooh, so cinema. Folding screen monkeys was like probably like the worst experience I've ever had with the game though. Folding screen monkeys, make me go sleepy boo goo. I hate that boss so much. Same with Guardian Ape. Now Guardian Ape's alright when you get to like a thing. I guess putting beast bosses in this thing are like and then when you get to like Headless Ape in the second, Headless Ape is like so much better because he's in the sword the entire time. Second phase of Guardian Ape is great. You just have to deal with the first phase first, and first phase is Boo Goo. Corrupt Monk is like is pretty Sigma. You can just snap your seeds and you beat him so quickly, so that's like kind of sad, but it's alright because you get to fight him later. It's been a while because Raccoon hasn't streamed, and also there's no stream tomorrow or the day after. Then I think we might be back to regular schedule next week. We will have to wait and see though, because you know some things might change. You know, life is always changing. But like, yeah, I mean, I finished with Fromsoftathon at least though. I did what I came to do with that stream. I finished it, so that's pretty hype. And now this is like just the closure of it, I guess. Great Shinobi Owl is also he's better than Jinichiro, but like not aura farming levels yet. I like how he chucks out the little smoke bomb and is like hee hee hee. It's like oh little smoke bomb. It's like bruh, but like other than, like, you know, he's pretty fun, pretty Sigma. Alright, I know already. So these are all the main bosses, and then these must be other ones. Alright, I see. Wait. Alright, Emma Gentle Blade, we didn't fight them, we didn't fight you. Alright, True Corrupted Monk is actually my favorite boss of the entire game. I don't know why, there's just something about during the Makiri counters. Third phase? Actually, wait, no, third phase was pretty bad. But I don't know, there was just something fun about fighting with True Corrupted Monk, and I want to play it again just to do that bit. That was like pretty high. Actually, wait, you can resurrect bosses in Sekiro, so yeah. Divine Dragon is like cool, is like pretty boo goo. We don't have a cool list. It is very like, it's like whoa. Actually no, these ones should go up to boo goo. And then Divine Dragon and pretty good. I like, it's got so much aura. But the vibe is like, you know, it's easy, but it's like, you know, it's just cool and you feel cool doing it, and that's all that matters. Demon of Hatred we didn't play actually, and I don't remember him. Our father. Way of the Thing Jinichiro. He's like basically Jinichiro, but like worse because he's in the way of a good boss. So Jinichiro is up there, we'll just put him in Bugu tier. And our Sword Saint Ishin is like, he was so swag, he goes, Sekiro, come fight. Oh. But now I'm seeing, what is Inner Jinichiro and Inner Father and Inner Ishin? I didn't see these, there's some boss fights we are missing. Who are the inner fights? Are they like, is there like some souped up version of these characters that I didn't like discover? Armored Warrior. Oh, Roberto. He's pretty cool. He's pretty hype. Ashina Elite. I don't remember fighting. Actually, no, I did. You guys are pretty good. They're the ones which teach you how to play the game. They're Blazing Bull. Low Sigma. Chained Ogre. Any like bosses like that. Great Carp. Attendant. I don't remember you. I remember fighting you. I remember fighting the Great Carp though. And it's not really a boss. It's more like whatever. On the second hand though, this isn't a boss either, but the Great Serpent is just so Sigma. Like, whoa, that's a big snake. Like, big fish is like, we already fought a big snake. Big fish isn't that exciting anymore. But when there was big snake, it's like, what are we gonna do about this? This is just it's such a big snake. And yeah, we heart react big snake. Headless, delete from the game, they all suck. These guys they're pretty good. I think actually they're all right, pretty good. They just block. Leader, long arm centipede. What are some of these? Orin of the water. They're named after Orin, so that's what automatically like puts them above pretty high. Actually, I don't think like a mini boss can ever be like better than an actual boss. So I think they should all, except for like the bad ones. So I think pretty good is like a good spot for most of them. Oh yeah, I remember this one. So yeah, I feel the same about most of them, except for Miss Noble is like boring, sucks. Actually, I think I'll just put him in. We'll just put him in low sigma. Actually, we'll put him in boring. We have a list for that. He's just boring. Just one shot. You don't even fight him. Snake Eyes. I hate these bosses, but like in a sigma kind of way, they're annoying. Do him with Glutton. Put him with the other guys. I think getting pretty good. I like long arm centipede. There, for some reason, just a sling from the sides are just fun to block. I think that's the one we're talking about, the one with the Wolverine cross. Sakura Bull, same spot as Blazing Bull. It's just Blazing Bull, but it's got some pink flowers, and I don't know why it's like a boss, but it is. Samurai General, pretty good. These guys are pretty fun. They like, you can catch the lightning and stuff. 7, anything with spear, they were pretty good. A lot of them are just, you finish that JRPG? Nope, not even close. Not even close to finished. Because to be finished, you have to get every single ending. I think I've gotten 1 ending so far. And there's 100, so, you know. Such is life. Shigumen Warriors. I think these are... Alright, we'll just put them all in pretty good. I don't remember a lot of these, but I think we fought them. I love the, wait, no, you're pretty alright. Alright, now we're on to, Elden Ring. I kind of wish that removed, I don't know, mini bosses don't really, to me, don't really, bosses in my opinion. Alright, Margaret the Fell Omen is a pretty hype starter boss. Like, here he goes. In search of Elden Ring, emolded by the flame of Bugu. Like, that is like, whoa. Yeah, that's how you know the game is good. And the game tricks you into thinking it's going to be a great time. Because it's actually a pretty well-balanced and designed boss. Until you fight everything else and it's like, wait, what happened? They cooked off so well. Ancestor Spirit is just boring. Where's the other deer? The other deer is also boring. Where are you? Where are you, dear? I must put you into boring where you belong. There you go. Regal. They're both lame, boring. Like, you know, Shika deer are so nice and cool. You know, Shika Noka Noka Koshi Tan Tan. And then they had to make a lame boss that is pretty, like, you have to do a little, you gotta light the fires to even fight it. And when you fight it, it's just a thing that jumps in the air for half the time. Doesn't do any damage. And is like, you know, you just gotta not fall asleep. Leon Misbegotten. This one's alright. When you first fight it, I guess it might be pretty cool. But from my memory, I just remember being like, oh, that's okay. And it becomes a it's basically a basic enemy at some points as well. So, like, you know. Godric the Grafted. Alright, this is like, I mean, he is like, he's basically plain Cracker in terms of a boss. It is like, you know, he's not too boring where you fall asleep, but he's not so engaging and where you gotta stay awake. Like, he has like one attack that's cool to dodge. I don't know why he puts a dragon on his arm, because, like, you know, he's gonna, what's he gonna do after the fight? What, he's gotta feed his hand? I don't know. Yeah, bro, he's feeding his hand. Yo, his hand is hungry. But yeah, I don't know. He's considered like a joke of a boss at some points, and he is just like he's a bit of a sleepy boy in my opinion. Red Wolf of Radagon. This guy's quick, but like he dies so quickly. I don't know. I have no opinions on the Red Wolf of Radagon. Renala, on the other hand, is kind of waifu, so that puts them up like a bit higher than normal. Like they would be in mid, but because like I think their voice is nice, they go up and pretty good. And they go, oh, Chill the Moon. I actually enjoy Royal Knight Loretto for some reason. I don't know why. I think I shouldn't. Entire collection of games, meh. You haven't even fought the boss. Actually, you might have. This is ranking the bosses, and this is some pretty good boss ranking, Mr. Land of Phil. Hello. Put on Koosh in the Fumo cam, medium Koosh if you can. Yeah, for some reason I like Loretta Knight. I think it's just like a nice, like, chill fight. I like when they jump up and shoot the big arrow at you. It's a good time. It's pretty fun. Godskin Noble. It's Big Chungo. He's. I have no opinions on Big Chungo. Rykard's actually kind of cool for some reason. You know, he goes, together we will kill the boogoos. That's pretty fun. And you get the weapon you get in him is pretty like hype as well. It's like you do feel like it. And actually, maybe we should put him in hype just because the whole like general like vibe of the entire thing is like, oh, I'm slaying a big snake with my massive spear. This is pretty Sigma. Star Scourge Radahn. So this isn't DLC Radahn. I think anyway. Where's DLC Radahn? Oh yeah, Radahn Consort of Mikola. Okay, yeah. Base Radahn's alright. I mean, you get to summon the characters. It's just like, it's so easy, kind of. You just bleed. He's not really like that memorable. I don't know. I like the summoning thing, but yeah. Dragon Worm Maker, hello Sigma. They all suck. They just spray fire everywhere. Can't walk. Mimic Tier is aura farming, because what is more hype than fighting yourself when you deselect all your equipment and then you re-equip it after it's copied your build. It's like, yeah, get wrecked, buddy. Oh, you're gonna punch me, eh? Truly the Mimic Tier moment of all time. Valiant Gargoyles, trash boss. Not a delete from the game boss in terms of vibe, because, you know, you can just come back to them later. But they are pretty garbage. Same with the Dragonkin. Dragonkins are so lame as well. I think in one of them, the entire area is like a whole rot lake, and that's the one that has the cool weapon it drops. So it's like even more bright. Like Elden Ring, if it didn't have all like its cool weapons and whatnot, it would be such a bad game. Like its bosses are like really like lame for some reason. Astral the Void is just mid. It's a very mid boss. It looks cool, but that's about it. This is like I think it's got some cool story and whatnot, but it looks really nice. But it's like whatever. Alright, Godfrey Elden Lord is actually a pretty good fight. I like his slam and then you jump up. It's a better version of Godfrey, because Godfrey's second phase is pretty annoying. This one is just the first phase, and first phase of that fight's pretty fun. Elmer bruh. It's pretty. He spins a sword. Alright, Morgott. This is like, I think Morgott's my favorite, like, non-joke base game Elden Ring fight. And even then, he only reached up to hype, which is wild. And for a lot of these other games, they have so look at Dark Souls 3 with so many characters and aura farming. That's how you know it's a good video game, probably even the best video game. You know, even Dark Souls 1 has more characters and aura farming, which is a joke for most of the part, but the joke is great. Moog Omen, is this Blood version? No, that's Blood version. Alright, I prefer this one over Blood version. This one is actually like kind of fun. He does his little claw attack. He gets a bit quirky with it. Actually, I'll put him in Boogie tier. And then the blood version of him is annoying because he just heals up like once you attack him, and then he just flies around all the time. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to hit Morg, Lord of Blood. And it's like, never mind, he's flying around because for some reason he's got wings. Commander Nile. Alright, so wait, is that Rot Commander Nile? Where is... Wait, let me see. Because there's a dude... The Ice Commander Nile is like actually like cool. Alright, hold on, where is he? Elden Ring. Alright, so this... I think this is the Ice one. The Ice one's actually like... pretty hype. I like there's 2 summons he has in the room. Garbage, remove him from the game, hate those. But himself is actually like a really well made, really fun fight. And they really ruined it by giving them 2 enemies in his room. He could have been like one of the best fights in the... Alright, Fire Giant. I'm trash boss. Do I need to say no more? This Dragon 4 Sax is actually like pretty good dragon boss in the base game. A lot better than Placidusax, which is like... Is he much better? Yeah, Placidusax is mid. Where did I put the other dragon? In the same spot, I imagine. No, it's in one spot. Yeah, that's pretty good. Placidusax is like okay. It's just kind of got too much HP. And it's like... It does too much damage for a lot of attacks. And it's like, oh great. It's a bit of a slog for some of the time, and it's like, oh, you're attacking it a bunch, and then like it does its teleportation thing, and it's like, cool, I get to attack it less. Not only is it flying, it's now getting like, you know, getting Godskin Duo. It's trash unless you have sleep pots. If you have sleep pots, it's the easiest thing ever, but it's still pretty mid. Malekith and Clergyman, like, I don't like this fight at all. Second phase is more tolerable than the first, but like it's cool, I guess, but it's just Elden Ring in general, and Elden Ring's not that great. Gideon Ofnir, low Sigma, bro doesn't do anything the entire game, and then is like, oh, you're gonna be Elden Lord, oh, I'm Gideon, I'm trying to hit the skibbity toilet emote dance, and you like just kill him, and it's like, alright bro, why did you even bother trying to fight? I'm too Sigma. Horolu has a great cutscene. Whereas he's in alright though, just because his second phase was so like just boring. It's like, oh, his arm hitboxes are so different to where his arms are. Oh, there goes my controller. Loretta 2 is pretty fun as well. Where's Loretta 1? They're in the same spot. They basically feel the same. If Oku was an Infima Can, I would think Snail was looking into a mirror. It's like that one. It reminded me of Star Wars Episode 8. So I don't know how I feel about that now. Melina Blade of Mikola, trash boss. Like, oh boy, I heal. Remove the healing from her kit, and she'd be up in, you know, one of these ones. But because the healing's in the kit, and it's such an egregious, like, such a terrible game design, it's like, oh yes, we'll give you a boss that heals when it hits you. It's like, not only are you punished by losing HP, the boss now has gained more HP. It's like, okay, thank you, video game. How epic. Like, this water flow dance is like whatever, but the actual, like, just the whole thing of it is like thing. Big Cushion Cam, thank you. Land of Phil. May the shoosh rise. May the shoosh be kush. That actually, let me look at that big kush. Whoa, that's a huge kush. That's a huge sweet shoosh. I'm back, Boogie, welcome back. Alright, Radagon is like... So Radagon is like aura farming, and then Elden Beast is like trash boss. So I guess the middlest of the mid. What do we have here? Ancient Dragon. Wait, Huh? Who's Ancient Dragon fan sacks? I don't remember if I knew. Borealis of the Freezing Frog. Oh, that's the. This is a commander one. These mid. I don't know that one is boring. Dragonkin Soldier, Low Sigma. Oh, wait, where's the other Dragonkin? They belong with each other. Yeah, there you go. Elden Dragon. Oh, this is. You rate Tree Monster? Which one's Tree Monster? This one's great because you get so many levels from it. Wait, I think that's what it is, right? Is that the big sleeping dragon? Fears champions are boring. We're not going to talk a lot about all the dragon fights play the same, and they're all like the outer world ones. They pretty much play the same. Great Worm, Trash Boss. Did I put you with the other worm? Where's the other worm? You guys need to be together. Where are you, other worm? Oh well, that one goes there. Abductor Virgins. I didn't even know you guys were a boss. You guys are just a basic enemy turned a boss. Same with you. Anything that's a basic enemy turned boss is like boring. Elden FIFA Fight, I don't remember fighting you guys. Ancient Heroes are more. Oh yeah, I know you. You're like that one. This is just a reuse of the where is it? I think he's in here somewhere. There's a lot of reused bosses in this, so it's like I don't know how to feel about it. Like, any reused boss should probably just be automatically put in boring. Beast of Faramazula. I didn't even know that. Actually, I don't remember fighting you. So, Bellbearing Hunter. Actually, Bloodhound Knight, they're okay as like a starter boss if you do them like early. But if you do him any other time, then it's like, what are you doing? I haven't got. Where are the tree bosses in this game? I haven't put them here. The tree which killed me. You mean the eradicating tree or whatever? Those are pretty bad. Like Lake Kindred. We didn't fight you. We didn't fight you. And there's a Carrier Knight boss. Cemetery Shades are like pretty low sigma. They look cool, but they're like whatever. Clean Rock Knight, just a base enemy. Crucible Knight, another base enemy. Clean Rock Joy Knight, base enemy again. Anything that's a base enemy, just go into the thing. Oh, yep, base enemy. Base enemy again. Alright, so the crystal ones are actually kinda cool in that you like break them and blow them up. That's like the only reason why they're pretty good, is you get to crack their shell, and that kind of reminds me of Land of the Lustrious. So, you know, good on them. Demi-Human Queen, this one, boring. A lot of the Elden Ring overworld bosses are boring. Deathrite Birds suck though. Actually, they're not as bad as that one, so just low sigma instead. An F-Bird, low sigma. Demi-Human Chief Duo. We're not going to talk about base enemies. Dragonic Tree Sentinel. Oh, Erdtree Avatar. Here we go. Erdtree Avatar. Where's like I mean, we'll just put him in boring. It's just a big fat tree that killed me a lot for no reason at all. And for some reason, all the other ones didn't, even though I fought like the harder versions of him. But yeah, they're just those bosses all boring. Dragon Tree Sentinel. These ones are alright. It's just big horse guy. Again, though, I think that the only character that's actually, they are still like, they always have like a HP at the bottom. Entry, Burial Watchdog. Okay, let's go. Boring, reused. Edgar, Priest of Blood. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Falling Star Beast. I actually really hate these, but they're really lame. They're like the magma worms, but they put you up, but they don't spit out lava, so they have that going for them at least. Good on them for, you know, not being almost like some of the worst bosses ever. The gravity magic is like boring. Like, oh, rock in the air. Like it, like I don't know. Like the purple's cool, but the rocks aren't purple. I don't know. I never really go, oh boy, I can't wait to fight a falling star beast. Fell twins. I think this is a reused skin. I remember finding everything. Godfrey the Grafted again. It's basically like, actually probably better than the first time you fight him because you can at least like do it quickly. Godskin Apostle. It's probably like the only like good Godskin fight because it's like up on the, like you got like a cool vibe getting to him and you don't have like the fat one's the annoying one, the skinny one's the cool one. And like each the two encounters with it, they're pretty boo goo, so it's a boo goo tier. Darden Grave War Duelist. Grafted Scion, Base Enemy, Gobura, Guardian Golem. I didn't know that was a boss. Huh. Midran the Blighted Bloom. I don't remember you. Is that just a plant boss? Mad Pumpkin Head. There's a, I don't know, there was like a flower as a boss. Magma, oh there's Magma Worm trash. Base Enemy again. Necromancer Garrus, don't remember you. I just see we know like the overworld bosses, which is why it's like, ah yes, truly. Yo, I don't remember finding that one. Alright, hold on, we got Sigma coming up there. Patches is pretty hype, and he's like, hey, it's Patches. Oh, you're gonna steal my, you know, my pants. Get your hands away from the Boo-Goo pants. And then you like hit him a few times. He's like, oh, you surrender. And I don't know why, but that's just like, it's fun to always go and, you know, make Patches surrender because we feel Sigma about it. Perfumer, wait, they put all these bosses together? That sounds garbage. Putrid Avatar. These are like the Yucky Tree versions of them. Wait, no, that's a different thing, isn't it? I don't know now. No, you accentuated Tree Spirit, that's what I was thinking of. Actually, no, Putrid Avatars also suck. These both are made for each other. This one might be worse than that, but like, yeah, I think it might be even in delete from the game. Alright, Crystallians. So these ones are lame because they apply rot and they look ugly compared to the other ones. Like when you fight the blue ones, they're kind of cool. Here's your Grave Wolf and Duelist, I remember you. Grave Wolf of Champions, me and the boys when we reuse a boss. Rain Table Knight Vikey's actually like alright. The lightning vibe is cool. Where's the Sukusuku at anyway? Is she hidden? Is she safe? Sukusuku is with Boo-Goo and Funky and Alpaca on like the bottom layer of my cupboard. They're pretty fun. Me and the boys when I go to put all the Elden Ring reskin bosses together. Sing to Ignoble. Whoa. Wowzer. Except I like the snails. Snails are epic. But like, you know, they can't be too epic. Oh, hold on guys. We almost one of the greatest bosses in the game, Soldier of Godric. Aura farming. So we got, I don't know why there's two mimic tiers. I didn't know it was a stray mimic tier. I'm sure they're the same thing, but Soldier of Godric. This is another way the game tricks you into thinking you're about to play Peak. Whereas he's like the first boss you can probably fight. And when you do fight him, it's like, whoa, this is getting pretty Sigma. And then it's like you finish it, and it's like, oh. But the actual like boss itself is like, oh, we are cooking. We are, Soldier of Godric. He is pretty hard, very challenging. But then once you beat him, like cinema, like, ugh. You cook, and you know, well, that's all you gotta do is cook. Cooking chef. Soul controls, boring. Man, if only there was a way to remove all the, actually the trivia ones are okay. Tree Sentinel Duo. Tree Sentinels go in mid. Well, there's so many reused bosses. Me and the boys making an open world game, but then reusing assets. Why don't they just take 20 years to... Alright, dancing. Alright, now we're getting the DLC. Alright, so the dancing beast, Divine Lion, is probably like, is such a bad boss that made me go, oh wow, I'm in for more garbage when I played it in the Elden Ring DLC. I was like, oh. Because I was really hoping that the DLC would be great. And there are some really amazing bosses in it. But, man, the fact that like that's the first one I remember fighting as well, I was like, man... what did they do to this game? It's such a boring boss, and then it's like he kills you quickly, and he's like fast and then slow when you need him to be fast as well. It's like what's happening there? Meanwhile, Renala, Twin Moon Knight, it's like Pontiff Sullivan, but like a challenge and like a fun one. And I like all its moves. It gets pretty cool with it. Gets pretty Sigma. As its cool big moon crash is a very fun attack to dodge. Overall has so much aura that like, and when you get its weapons as well, you feel pretty Sigma. So what more can I say? That's some aura farm. Scouty Tree Avatar, I don't mind the fire boss at all. Redoing this thing has given me a new appreciation for the DLC. That's for sure. The fighting the tree, it's actually kind of fun with the build we had, because we set it on fire, and it was like, get boogood. Pontiff's scared. Pontiff is chill. He just wants to get parried, and you parry him, and it's like, lovely. And he has the same opener each time. I like bosses that give you a same opening. It's like, yes, I can learn, instead of just random chance. Alright, Commander Gaius. I think that was like, I kind of want to say I actually liked him at the end of the fight, but I think there was too much pain and 100 deaths dedicated to him alone that made him like, you know, I did, maybe on more, actually, you know what, I reckon on future playthroughs I'll actually look forward to versing Commander Gaius, because I think I got really good at him, but all that muscle memory could have been lost by a command. It was actually, you know, you could actually learn to fight, and it was like, he had a few openings, so it was actually alright. Now Mesmer the Impaler is like beyond peak. I don't know, I think he's my favorite boss in the entire like series. If I had to like rank all the bosses in terms of like peak, it'll go from Mesmer to Sir alone. Now that's like, this guy carried, this is what made me think, hold on, the Elden Ring DLC could have been so much better if we had more Mesmer the Impaler bosses and less Consort Radahns. Alright, okay, this was trash. I don't know if anyone actually wants to fight the Pudescent Knight. It looks cool. They wasted such a cool design on some of the most annoying combat mechanics, and oh boy, what's that? Once he's done attacking you, he's too far away for you to retaliate. Shocker. And then he's super fast as well, so it's like, good luck getting the hidden. Alright, meanwhile, Bale of Dread was such a great dragon fight. I don't know, we killed him a bit quickly, but like, this is what a dragon fight should be, and all the other dragon fights could learn a thing or two from how well made Bale is, especially since you get the weapon that lets you like jump up a bit and hit the head with the slash. So it's like, imagine if Medea had like a weapon where you could like hit its head pretty simply with its Ash of War and wasn't like annoying. That's why Bale's so peak. Also, Romania Saint Bud was pretty fun. I reckon the Bugu tier has the same, like, it's a charming fight. You switch to fire, and suddenly you're, like, dealing some big Bugu damage. Actually, a lot of these bosses, if you switch to fire for some reason, you could just like kill them. If it had weak to fire, it were really weak to fire. Like I remember fighting like Elden Beast though, and I was like, man, I'm not doing any damage. And then I switched to fire, and we were like mincing through it. I was like, what happened? Oh, Midria, Lord of Frenzy Flame was also very fun. I gained a new appreciation for him as well when I did this playthrough. I've always liked Renala, but I didn't really care for Midra that much. But then when I replayed it, I was like, wait, hold on. This is peak. Same with Bale. I actually had so much fun on my second time with those. Mother of Fingers, on the other hand, it's in Trash Boss because of that one attack where its fingies move so fast and annoying, it just does your entire HP bar for no reason at all. Like, you can get smacked in the face by a laser or like pure magic or whatever, and it's like you take less damage than when its little fingies give you a little tickle. Needle Knight, Leather, and allies. I don't like this boss at all. It's just NPC slop. But like, I guess it's low sigma because, you know, it's Needle Knight Leather, you get a cool armor after. But like, it's such a waste of what could have been so much more. It could have been like, I don't even really consider it a boss fight if I'm being honest. It's just an invasion gank. Consort Radahn. I mean, I find Consort Radahn probably pretty mid. Probably one of the middest fights. I do like holding up the shield and stabbing him though. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was the strat. I didn't know you could attack while holding up your shield. So, you know, that's pretty good. But the actual boss itself is pretty boring, so I didn't respect it enough to learn its attacks. I just held up my shield and sent it to Boogoo Land, which I did. They got boogooed. But yeah, I don't like Consort Radahn. I think it's a lazy final boss. They could have created, like, I don't know. They just reskinned Radahn and put Mikola on top of him. It's like, alright. And he just does, like, it's just, all his attacks seem more annoying than hard. Ancient Dragon Man's a better fight than him. Ancient Dragon Man at least is cool, and he's a Dragon Man. Ancient Dragon Cinezax. That's mid. Wait, what are these? Oh! Alright, Furnace Golems, I don't know how to kill, so I don't think we killed any of them, so I don't think we should, like, put them anywhere. But Jury Inquisitor. Oh, I can't believe they lock a cool area behind some of, like, the most pain in the game. Dryleaf Dane we didn't do. Let's do the remove the one's Lament. I don't know who you are. Beast Claw. I think we might have done him, I just don't remember. Death Knight, Curse Blade Larif. Chief Bloodfiend. I remember fighting the Black Knights. Demi-Human Sword. I can't believe I missed so many bosses. They mustn't have been main ones. Dragons, we'll put them in mid where the dragons belong. The most repeated boss name you've said. Did I Consort Radahn? He's mid. He a boring fight. But you hold up the shield and he's pretty epic. Count you mean now this guy is cool because you got the fingies. Like he is boring, but he's dripped out while being boring, and that's that's all that matters. He goes up to mid because he's dripped. Dancer of Ran. Oh, I think I fought this on my first playthrough, but I killed him in like 5 seconds, and so I didn't really get to learn what they were all about. So truly, I think you could just stagger them constantly. So truly the stagger moment. Golden Hippo, pretty boring. It's just big hippo. I hate the big hippos, but like they're like actually, well, it's like low sigma because you don't really feel that great. It's like the Sakura Bull for me, very similar. This guy was like my introduction to the DLC. He's pretty cool. You can just stagger him. And for some reason you can apply status effects on ghosts. But he's an alright guy, and when he shoots this crossbow, like, that reminds me of Gale a little bit. And he even has, like, Gale kind of in the name. But I think that's just, like, what he's inside. So it's like, ooh, you know. It makes me think of what could have been Rashad. This is, like, probably the more hype NPC. Actually, no, wait. He's still mid, because he does, like, the one attack, and he just, you know, jump attack. It's like... He's got the unlimited poise one attack thing, but that's all he does. And we didn't fight the red bears. Huh. Alright, let me just go over this real quick. Yeah, that's a pretty good Beyond Peak. I don't like... See, the Elden Ring only has, like, realistically... these are in here because of, like, jokes and memes. But, like, realistically only has 4 good bosses. And I think they're all part of the DLC. The highest the base game ever went was hype. You want Res and Fumo? Oh, it's Toho on Gubu mode. And there's Lobster. You came at like the end though, Sag Fumo. I don't know why my throat feels very thingy. Maybe whenever I do tier list streams, I probably talk like double the amount. So maybe my throat's a bit like, how could you? I need to get it back in thingo. Yeah, we'll print this out. Alright, not that. I don't know what that was. Let me see, how do I save it? Print didn't work. Let me click on it again. Meet the people making jobs. We've helped all the Boo-Goo, sponsored by Boo and Goo. Alright, not that. I think it's save. Oh wait, we can download it. That's it. Hold on. Download image. Wait, I wasn't logged in. Did the download still work? Come on, please say yes. Please say boo. How do I save this image? Download. I forgot what my login for this was. Alright, hold on. Let me see what my download... Not that, go back. Alright, download, login. I always just seem to be logged in. I think it was through this. Time to log in. Never. Why does everything always want to save your password as a thing? I gotta go check what my login is. Truly Sigma. Alright, let's see what my password... Is that the password? Nope. I have like 3 passwords I use a lot. And it's like either one. Wait, it got rid of the tier list though. So how do I print this? How do I download it if it doesn't let me... Oh, there we go. Alright, here we are. I was able to download it. Poggin. I think anyway. Yep, there we go. Did it download well? Oh, sneezy boy. Alright, there we are. Alright, that's that done. Now I gotta log out of my stuff. Truly epic. People can't see. Alrighty. Great that is there. Alright. Fumo. Well, that's probably gonna be it for today because my throat is being boo-goo. You're gonna have to have 3 to 4 profile photos and you're gonna be what? I don't even know what you're talking about there, Lobster. But you know, you guys can continue your Lobster and Lunatic rivalry. I don't know, somewhere. But thank you all for joining today as we ranked the bosses. Truly a boss ranking of all time. I'm gonna go back to playing the anime game now. Actually, I'm really like warm for some reason. I don't know, but I've been Raccoon. This is, you know, streams probably should be back next week, but also they might not because I could be lazy. Who knows? But yeah, take care, everyone. Fumo. Wait, that's not the right. Where is Carson?
Thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Be ready for the next stream. And don't forget, Fumo.